Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2019 Career Mode episode number 81. It's Sulia Basque, paid off with 16,000. And we've started our training camp for Venepul, Felchi, Gottwald, Mader, McNulty. And we've got a number of injuries to the team right now. So with the guys at training camp, Felchi, broken wrist, I don't know how much training he might actually be doing. But it's going to be difficult to field a team right now. So we'll see as we go into the Paris-Roubaix. You can see I only have 6 riders right now. So Garfield, Mather, Brian, Barta, or Bennett. One of them is going to have to join us. And in terms of cobbles, Garfield is the best. And how about the flat? It's Bennett who's got the best speed on the flat. For the remainder of the time. So either Bennett or Garfield would be the best choice. How about we use Bennett? Now, I don't think Paris-Roubaix is... Let's go back for a second. It is a sponsor objective. What is the objective? It's not a major one, at least. It is top 10. Challenge made much more difficult with the absent rider being our best for this type of environment, being Van Baarle. Pedersen's here, at least, so we still have him. And we do have Ooms. But again, it is definitely more challenging without Van Baarle here. Paris-Roubaix is insanely tough, and you need really high cobble ratings from the get-go. Now, what we're going to use this time is you're going to get the whole race, but also not. We're going to use, see, I'm not even in the top 10 favorites. I think Van Baarle would have been in the top 10 favorites, but Pedersen kind of just outside of top 10 favorites. So squeezing a top 10 is going to be, well, that. We're going to have to squeeze it out. Anyway, you're going to get the entire race, but we're not going to do it in one cut. We'll go ahead and use time-lapse from now until things start to pick up a bit. difficult section here. We're already into the final 100 kilometers, but there's still a lot of cobbled sections to get through, and we're definitely going to be slowing it down from here. At the moment, we're seeing a split, a big split. My last rider, though, is still in this peloton of just 50. Philipsen just hanging on, so Philipsen's going to need to pick up his pace. We'll ride 90 for him to hold tempo as best he can. Daniel's going to get dropped here soon. Breakaway still has 15 of the original 16 riders. The only rider lost as we go through the forest of Ehrenberg. The only rider lost from the break was somebody who had a puncture. And otherwise, the original 15 are all still here. They've split once, and Bennett was caught behind, but they did remake contact. And Bennett is starting to struggle here. It looks like he's about to lose contact. Ooh, not quite. Meanwhile, our team's still here, except Daniel. Daniel's been dropped. So Daniel's done, and there's still a split here, but there's a group that's trying to make contact. And it looks like Owen's also about to get dropped. So that means Philipsen is now going to switch up his role, and he's going to go into protecting Ooms. Peterson and Ooms are definitely our guys for this. Philipsen on a terrible cobble rating, and he's really good on the flat. But Owen back. So Peloton now 49 riders. The breakaway now down to 14. Bennett hanging in there, but he doesn't have much energy left. I'm actually tempted to let him drop back and maybe replace Garrison for a last little bit. So we're going to slow him up, and he's probably going to get dropped in the next sector. Okay, we've got just a short little break here. Bennett, go ahead and grab some water while you have a break. And I'd like Garrison to get water, but no, not now. I think we're just a little too close. I need Garrison to recover a little bit, and he is right on that edge of recoveries. Hopefully he can get back just a little bit to get a little deeper into this race. And again, Bennett, I'm going to ease off here. Bennett may get dropped. 4-star section.
That's another rider with a flat tire. The road is really treacherous.
Hasn't been dropped yet, but he's definitely struggling here. Oh, the riders behind him are actually the ones dropping off. And now he's dropped. So 7 riders left from the break. 6 of them coming together. Meanwhile, Philipsen, Ooms, Peterson, and Garrison. Garrison's almost done here. Oh, Philipsen getting caught out. Garrison's starting to go back. 57 in the peloton. Is that because we pulled in breakaway riders, or is it because the...
Oh my, that's a spectacular fall.
No, some riders caught up to us. Philipsen hanging on. Garrison, not really. Use your gel, Garrison and Philipsen. 3-star section. There's Bennett.
Bikes are severely put to the test on cobbled sections, so special frames were developed. They offer more flexibility and are better at absorbing vibrations. This takes a lot of strain off the rider's
Here comes the peloton. Bennett's here, but he's got nothing left in the tank. Right as we come out of the section, though, maybe, just maybe, he can gain a little bit. No, we're about to go right into another section. Just 40 remain. Philipsen, Garrison are both out. Let's take care of them here real quick. Ooms. Come on, Ooms. Don't get dropped here. There goes Bennett. Okay, so now it's 34 chasing 2. Ooms, I need you to recover here briefly. It's 66k. Grab water, you're at the back. We've got a short little break here before we get to the next one and kind of into the home stretch. Finally, he's got the water. Get him back to the front, and then he'll protect Peterson. And he's going to make it just in time. Okay, there's our 2 riders away. Pull back in. Barbaro. Halverson is the final rider away. And the peloton continues to shrink, now just 30 riders. And they're just going to keep right on coming, right up till you get to the velodrome. So for now we use up Ooms to protect Peterson till the late stages. 28 riders now. 26 riders. Got to watch for attacks. Come another 4 sections. Coming fast, they're coming hard. 24 riders. 22 riders. Starting to slip back a little too much. Speed up just slightly. 20 riders. Trying to save energy here. Ooms, I'm going to have to use his gel. Now's the time to use it. He's not going to last much longer. 50k to go though. And just 22 riders left. Chances of a top 10. We're looking at top 25 at least, so we're not looking at major failure. And Peterson's still looking pretty strong. I really wish Van Barle was here. Peterson plus 3 today. He's got an 81 on his cobble rating, so he's really not suffering compared to some of the others around. This is the 5-star section. Ooh, getting caught out a little bit. Thought we were going to get dropped there for a moment.
Some cobbled sections are very narrow, so it's important to be
and some guys are. Quite a few guys are getting caught out. 16 riders. Get back to the front position. There you go. 18. Another short section here. Uphill though. Is it uphill? No. But let's go to the front. Little 2-star section. Okay, go ahead and sit up. Go ahead and sit up. Kind of first chance to see where the field is at. So we're down to 19. One more little section and then there's a chance to recover. Let's wait it out because with Ooms here, we're going to be in a better position than some of the other teams. 3-star section. Ooms is hanging on. Back up to 22 riders. Thinking about changing the role, but there you go. Finally, somebody comes to the front. Mike Tunison. Quick section. And we're out. Okay, into the final stretch, and look how strong Peterson is looking, but a lot of guys look like they could be recovering right now. 6 sections to go, and 5 of them are pretty much right on top of each other. And we're up to 28 riders. I want to kind of put the pressure on here. Yeah, here comes the first attack.
Acceleration by Van Marker. Counter-attack by Peter Sagan.
First attack of the day. Back up to 27 riders, not where I want to be. And this is where it's better to attack a little bit, I think. as we head into the cobbled section. 3 stars. Okay, let's go ahead and set up. Wait.
Now the guys up front are asking serious questions of the riders in the rear as more of them are left.
Vanderpool, Youngles, Van Aert, Lampart, Stuyven.
Counter-attack by
Group's down to 21, just like that. And the attacks are still on, so Peterson, we're doing the right thing here, riding this style. Ooms hasn't been dropped. Okay, here's another acceleration. 16 riders. 15 riders. Ooms has been dropped.
The sides of the road are not a tire's best friend.
I don't need to win this thing. I need to not lose this thing.
Riding on cobbled sections is a real challenge. The racers have to have the talents of a tightrope walker, as the grip of the tires can't be counted on.
Don't need to be in the first group. We just need a top 10.
Yet another flat tire. It seems to be catching.
Approaching the end. This is the last of those 5 sections. Or is it? No, it's the 4th of the 5 sections.
Only 15 kilometers left.
Now 11. Riding for... Don't slip back here. Hanging out of the back of the group. Okay, it's back together. It's 14. We still have our gel. And now we're down to 1 section left and then the velodrome. And we've got a decent amount of sprint to us to where I definitely think we can get a top 10, but we're seeing a big acceleration here. We've got to make sure we don't get caught out. Okay, they sit up. Got to be near the front for this last section. Near the front. Don't need to attack it. Just, there we go.
Things are hotting up at the front.
Okay. Use our gel. Still all 13 here. And we're a little low on energy. This is going to be tough right now if we can't recover a little bit. There we go. Yellow's coming back. Come on.
Only 5 kilometers left. Another flat tire.
Youngles leads as we head into the velodrome. 1.5 laps. Oh, there we go. Gel kicks in. We got just a hair on the yellow bar. 1 lap to go. Ding, 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 ding.
It's survival of the fittest, and evolution doesn't seem to favor those in the rear.
We've got a distraction here.
There we go. The sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves
Okay, we're definitely top 10. We're definitely top 10. Christoph takes the win. We get 2nd place. Whoa. Sepp Van Mark 2nd. 3rd, Vanderpool 4th, Stuyven 5th, Sagan 6th, Nassen, Seneschal, Pollitt, Youngles drops to 10th, Degenkolb, Bettiol, Van Aert, and Lampart. There's your 14, well ahead of the next group. We were mixed in with another group. I knew I was sprinting well clear of some of the guys, and I definitely was like, oh yeah, we got top 10. I thought it was going to be 5th, 6th. Maybe 4th, maybe 7th, but, you know, somewhere in the middle of the top 10. Did not see a 2nd place finish coming behind Christoph. Christoph played this one smart, never attacked, waited till the end, and then with the sprint, had the edge. Sagan should have been up there, but he was probably down. I mean, we're all right at the edge. The group was just big enough, and the pressure was just hard enough that we were all right there, just hanging on. But Mats Peterson claiming second place in Paris-Roubaix. That's going to pay out extremely well. Sponsors going to be very, very happy with a podium finish. When the expectation was top 10. Ooms, by the way, claimed 19th. So he still ended up with a pretty solid result himself. And that'll give us a little bit more on the payout. A little. The first group that missed out was Terpstra, Lutsenko, Viviani, Gilbert, Ooms in 19th, and Memenov. A little Scandinavian 1-2. Belgian riders littered throughout the top 20. And look how long it's taken for the rest of the field to come in. Daniel finished 112th, and he's finished a while ago. Already time cut off, and we're not even close. These guys are being, I think, cut out here. Oh, last rider is way behind everybody else. Starting the last lap. Here he comes around finally. That last rider was miles behind everybody. Second place. That's awesome. That's awesome. And we put in a pretty good time as a team too, but it was really just the top 2 riders. We were lacking that third. If Van Barle was around, we would have been higher than 6th. Yeah, that's what you got, guys. That's what you got. That's all that's left of the team. 4 riders for that race. George Bennett won it. Okay, let's see. What is our payday? And our points total at this point. And the sponsor confidence obviously is going to be pretty high, but we'll see how much of an impact there was for a podium. And what I consider the top classic of the year. Forgot to pause. Yeah, we're into the next races though. Wow, Vanderpool just now scoring his first points. There's that payday. We are short some riders elsewhere. So let's see here. Prize money, 13,000. Okay, could have been higher. 1 day race though. Wow, we don't get anything. It's not noteworthy at all. The registered riders parties though. Wow, see, McNulty, his profile has risen considerably this month. Speaking of, there you go, McNulty. Nice. So the squad evaluation just went up a lot. Oh, we'll have no problem maxing this out for this year. So we will easily see this rise. Amstel Gold, La Flèche Wallonne's good race. Liège-Bastogne-Liège, we'll get those couple in, and then we'll be getting into the Giro. I'm going to do quite a few races here off camera or quick sim. Coming up, look at that. Dang, look at that. Top 50. And Evenepoel. My top guy is down here, but he hasn't had many chances yet. 5 riders in the top 15 of the World Tour rankings, including number 1 in Super Prestige. There you go. That's going to do it for this episode of Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everybody. Be safe out there. Bye for now.